Donald Trump's latest crusade has just backfired, and this time the stage is Chicago. What he promised would be a show of dominance has turned into an embarrassing defeat, exposing once again the weakness behind his tough talk. Let's get straight into the first evidence.
When Donald Trump says that, it's a hellhole in Chicago, when he says that there's crime rampant across Chicago or Illinois, it's a complete BS. Number one, we're in the top half of states, 19th, in terms of safety, 19th, right? So we're in the top half of states. There's a whole bunch of states that are much worse than we are.
Like Texas.
For violent crime, like Texas. And Chicago is not in the top 25 or 30 cities in terms of violent crime. So, and look at who's at the top, by the way. Several cities in Florida, several cities in Texas. But he doesn't talk about any of those places. He only talks about sending them to Portland, to LA, to Washington, D.C., to Chicago. What do they all have in common?
So why do you think he does that? What are you saying? Let's make it clear.
Aside from the fact that he's out of his mind and has dementia, it's clear to me that he is targeting Democratic cities, and especially blue cities in blue states. There are blue cities in red states, but he's targeting blue cities in blue states and particularly blue governors, Democratic governors.
Trump's strategy is transparent. Attack Democratic strongholds, ignore Republican-led states with higher crime rates, and try to project strength where it's politically convenient. But his constant exaggerations and fabrications have always been his weak spot.
Do you hate anyone more than you hate Donald Trump?
No.
Why do you hate him so much?
Well, he's a liar and a fraud and a fake. And if you grew up in New York, you knew that. He never could get on the Forbes richest men in the world list because they couldn't quantify his income because he's such a liar. And then Mark Burnett gives him this whole entire show and sold it as truth when it was fiction. And America believed it.
Donald Trump famously has lots of nicknames for people. I mean, he calls, Kim Jong-un the Rocket Man, for example. He fancies himself as a chance for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Which is delusional and probably frontal temporal lobe dementia.
What nickname would you give him?
Delusional Don.
I thought it might be something more imaginative than that.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's so many that people have done that are so good. Listen, I don't really go for trying to nickname someone. I try to shame him for who he is and what he is with facts. And that's what makes him so crazy. He's been threatening for 20 years to sue me. You can't sue someone who tells the truth about you.
Those lies and fabrications aren't just political theater anymore. They're unraveling in real time. Trump's crackdown in Chicago, framed as law and order, is being shredded in court. Prosecutors wanted headlines showing strength, but what they got was humiliation. The pattern is undeniable. Trump relies on bluster, intimidation, and manufactured fear. But when tested against facts, courts, or evidence, his showmanship collapses. Chicago just delivered the latest proof, exposing his campaign of law and order as nothing more than political theater gone wrong. And that's why his night truly fell apart. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Frontline Democrats, hit the notification bell, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Trump's weaponization of government power is finally losing steam?